So I've been reading this fantastic book by Madhur Jaffrey, Climbing the Mango Trees. It's a memoir of a childhood in India. And of course, we all know Madhur Jaffrey as the fantastic television show host and a real authority on Indian food. But after reading this book, I also discovered that she writes fantastically well. So I chanced upon this paragraph where she talks about her mother's Phirni. Phirni is a rice-based dessert, and it just brought back such wonderful memories of summer afternoons where my mom made Phirni at home for us and served them in the traditional terracotta pots, and suddenly I was craving Phirni. So I decided to really bug my mother to get out her recipe book. I found her recipe, and today I'll be showing you how to make Phirni. So this is Basmati rice, 50 grams, which I have soaked in water for 30 minutes. So it's been 30 minutes now. So I'm just going to drain out all the water. Like so, and take it to my blender. So I'm going to add the rice. And 2 tablespoons of water just to aid the grinding. And I'm going to give it a quick whiz. I don't want to grind it too fine. So I just want to check how it is. So it should be grainy. I should be able to feel the grains between my fingers, but this is too coarse, so I'm going to blitz it for another 5-10 seconds. And this is perfect. It's not too coarse and it's not too fine. So this is just how I want it. So we're done with this. So I'm going to start by boiling 500 ml of milk. I'm going to wait till it comes to a boil and then reduce the gas. The milk has now come to a boil. So I'm going to turn down the heat, and once I've turned down the heat, I'm going to add the rice paste which we prepared previously. And once you add the rice paste, you have to be really careful because you can't leave this alone. You have to keep whisking it, otherwise you'll get a very lumpy mixture. So I'm going to add it in, and as soon as I add it in, I'm going to start whisking. And I'll continue to whisk until it's done. So it's been about 5 minutes, and you'll be able to feel as you whisk that the mixture has gotten really thick. So at this stage I'm going to add saffron that I've dissolved in about 1 spoon of hot milk. I'm just going to add it in. I'm going to add 50 grams of sugar. And whisk it in well together. And as you can see, it's almost like a custard consistency now. So it's time to turn off the heat. And that's how you need it to look. So now I'm going to turn off the heat because the sugar is dissolved as well. So I'm going to add some rose water once I've turned off the heat. And then I'm going to add a few drops of Kewra or Screwpine essence. Just about 4 drops. And my kitchen smells amazing because of the saffron, the rose water and the Kewra. This is just a divine dessert. I'm going to mix it well again. And that's about it. We're ready to pour this. I'm going to use earthen bowls to put my Phirni in. You can use any. I'm just going to add some finishing touches to my Phirni. As you can see, I've used these very authentic earthen bowls. This is how traditionally, these are the bowls in which Phirni is served traditionally. So I've added some edible silver foil or silver Vark on my Phirnis, and I'm just going to further garnish it by using dried crushed rose petals. They add a lovely touch and a lovely sweet flavor. And I'm also going to garnish my Phirni with some slivers of pistachios and some slivered almonds. And there you go, that's authentic Phirni. Now all we need to do to enjoy this lovely dessert is wait for about 2 hours, because this will need to set in the refrigerator. So these are very hot at the moment. You need to let them cool to room temperature and then leave them in the refrigerator for about 2 hours.